Welcome to Module 8, Instrument Rating, IR Training. In this session, titled Navigating the Clouds, Mastery of Non-Visual Flight, we will explore how pilots transition from relying on their eyes to relying on their intellect. This is perhaps the most significant milestone in a pilot's career, marking the move from fair-weather flying to true, all-weather professionalism. To understand the importance of this training, we first have to look at what happens when the visual paradigm collapses. Under visual flight rules, or VFR, we rely on our natural senses and a visible horizon to stay upright. But inside a cloud, that horizon vanishes. Without it, your human senses become your worst enemy, often leading to a complete loss of orientation. Survival, here, demands a total cognitive override of what your body is telling you. So, what exactly is instrument flying? It is the profound transition from biological trust to technological trust. Instead of trusting your gut, you are learning to override natural physiological instincts and rely exclusively on the aircraft's pedostatic and gyroscopic systems. You are no longer feeling the flight. You are maintaining spatial orientation through the continuous interpretation of data. This shift is necessary because of the biological trap known as spatial disorientation. Inside our inner ear, there is fluid that helps us balance. During a prolonged turn, this fluid stabilizes, making your brain believe the aircraft is flying straight and level even when you are in a steep bank. Without a visual horizon to correct this, your ears feed you fatal misinformation. In this environment, the instruments on the panel are the only objective truth. On the flight deck, we find that objective truth through 4 primary data points. We determine our attitude, the pitch, and bank from solid-state gyroscopes. Our airspeed comes from RAM air pressure converted into digital readouts. We use static pressure gradients to define our exact altitude, and magnetometers provide the heading data that dictates our direction. Together, these systems provide a digital picture of reality that your senses cannot see. Processing all this data requires a high-speed synthesis called the instrument scan. It is a discipline of relentless eye movement. A pilot must constantly move their eyes across the panel, extracting data and cross-checking it to build a mental 3D model of the aircraft's position. If you fixate on just one instrument, your mental model collapses. The scan must be continuous and rhythmic to be effective. Let's compare the 2 operational rule sets. In VFR, your primary reference is the Earth's horizon. In IFR, it's the attitude indicator. VFR navigation uses sight and landmarks, while IFR relies on radio nav, GPS, and air traffic control. While VFR requires clear skies, IFR allows us to fly in zero visibility. Essentially, the cognitive load shifts from an external see and avoid scan to a high-speed internal instrument cross-check. The journey to mastering these skills follows a training funnel. We start in flight training devices or simulators to build procedural muscle memory in a safe, pausable environment. Then, we move to simulated instrument flight in the actual aircraft using fogless to limit the pilot's view. Finally, we move to actual IMC, penetrating real clouds, which is the ultimate test of trusting the panel over the inner ear in high-stakes weather. Once this training is complete, the paradigm shift is total. By combining physical stick-and-rudder mastery with procedural IFR discipline, a pilot becomes an all-weather professional. It's important to remember that an instrument rating isn't just an add-on to a license. It is the operational baseline that separates recreational flyers from those ready for a professional career. For the airlines, this is an operational imperative. A multi-billion-dollar global network cannot function if flights are canceled due to a few clouds. The instrument rating is the keystone that locks a pilot's skill set together. It is what allows the global aviation system to function reliably 365 days a year, regardless of the visibility outside the cockpit window. In conclusion, to master the instruments is to master the skies. It requires the total subjugation of instinct to data. While it is one of the most challenging cognitive leaps you will take in your training, it is the sole gateway to the professional flight deck. This concludes Module 8. Prepare yourselves as we move forward to the next system.
Dreaming of flying across the world? Not just India, but Paris, London, Dubai. An EASA license is your passport to global skies. Recognized in 31 countries and accepted by airlines worldwide. Train in Europe with modern aircraft, multicultural exposure, and the world's highest safety standards. And yes, you can always convert back to DGCA if you choose to return. Confused about costs, universities, or visa process? We're here to help for free. Hurry! Click the link below to register for your free one-on-one consultation today. Limited seats available. Your global cockpit awaits. Worldwide.